guys, Friday the 19th of June, Friday again, so I might be seeing some of you, hopefully on Zoom in a little while. Before you do that though, get started on your phonics. So it's lesson 30 today, we'll be reviewing and extending again, so the clip will be on there, and again if you haven't done that one, you want to do the blending one instead because your child struggles, then you can do that one. And we're going to just review our tricky words today. So we've got O, there. Okay, so O and there. So have a go at practicing to write them. So starting on the line, curl it up, stop, go back, all the way around, flick, and then all the way up, all the way down, over the horse's back. So O and H. And then there, start on the line, all the way up, all the way down and across, all the way up, all the way down and halfway over the horse's back. E, start on the line, curl it all the way round. I, halfway up, halfway down and dot. And R, halfway up, all the way down and over the robot's body. So O and there. So practice writing those, you should be good at those now. Read the sentences with them in. There's two there, and can you spot where I've used the O and where I've used the there? And this one I've got O and there in, so have a look for that one. And then don't forget your reading as well for book club. Then it's probably time to have your break after that. Might do your Zoom in that point. And then it's maths. So more and less again today. We're getting really good at this now. So I'd like you to work on the more and less. So you can use this activity here if you've got it. Or you can just get parents to shout numbers out for you, or use your toys and then say one more is, one less, etc. So it says, there's an example, it's got two dinosaurs. So 2 is my number. What's 1 less than 2? 1 less than 2 is 1, well done. And what's 1 more than 2? 1 more than 2 is 3, well done. So we should be getting really good at practicing those more or less. We've done those quite a few now over the last few weeks. So I've put challenge, play a game where somebody says a number and you have to shout out 1 more than it or 1 less than it. Can you try numbers as far as you can go? So if you're really good with your numbers and you understand what the value means, you might need to, you could work on those. Challenge 2, get some numbers. So you could draw these outside on chalk, or you can get them on some paper. Place them in order first of all, if they've been on paper. And then say 1 more or less. So if it's outside, you could jump on it, couldn't you? 1 more is 1 less, and jump backwards and forwards to understand what it means. Or you could just use the cards, hold the card up once they're in order. 1 more than 12 is 13. 1 less than 22 is 21, etc. There's a more and less activity there as well for you on Chopper Squad. I like that game. Then have your little break, and then we're going to do some sensory art today. So lots of animals have different textures, so we can have smooth animals. This one's quite bumpy, isn't it? This one's a smooth one, this one's like a stripy bumpy one. So what I want you to do is go on a texture treasure hunt today. So there's some examples on there of how to fold it. I've just done mine into 6, so I just folded it in half and then I just folded it into thirds. Okay, like that. So you've got your 6 sections. You can do 4 if you want to, if you think your child will get bored, etc. And this one's lovely. So what we have to do is go around the house now and think of different textures that would work really well on our paper, and then we're using our paper to do it. So I've got a few, I'm not sure if that'll work, but I found this one in my cupboard from Halloween, so it's going to lean on a book here. So what we do is you put your paper underneath, and in the first section we're just going to use the side of our pencil and we're going to rub. Oh yes, it's got lovely texture, very bumpy, it's making a beautiful pattern. And then for each section that you do, you can draw a square line through it. So, I don't know if you can see that very well there. Can you see that? So it's come up, bumpy. I've got some bubble wrap. I'm not sure if bubble wrap will work very well, but let's just try. Oh no, that one hasn't worked very well on mine. Oh, I've got this old template here of a tree. See if that one works. Oh, that's nice. Can you hear the texture of that when I'm rubbing it? Oh yes, that one's good. So it's about finding textures that you think will work really well. I don't know if you can see that tree there, that the image has come out. And that's how have a go. Fill your paper. You see, it might be when you're on a walk and you might go against a tree, or you might go on the pavement and see something. Anything you think will have a really nice texture. And then when you've finished, you'll have a lovely piece of textured art there, which would look lovely. I mean, if you could put a frame on that, then it would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Something you can remember from your learning at home. Send me a picture of it if you do it, guys. I can't wait to see what textures you find, and get talking about what they feel like and what you can imagine which animal might have that texture, etc. And then final for the week, remember you can do these in any order. I've just read them out a few every day. Think of different animals and sort them. So can you sort them into categories like birds, mammals, fish, etc. Look out for signs of different animals when you're outside. What did you find? Okay, so when you're out, if you go in the woods, I know a few of you go out in the woods, can you look for things? Can you see any like footprints of animals, or any of their droppings? Don't touch them, but can you see any signs, or it might be feathers, mightn't it, or anything that they've pecked, etc. So have a look what you can see. Or watch a movie, coming up to the weekend, aren't we? Nice time to relax. Different movies about animals, so I've got a few ideas: The Lion King, Rio, The Jungle Book, etc. Okay, so have a really good day, guys. Good learning on animals this week, and I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.